Page 40. So, in this section we're learning about negatives. There are several ways to form negative sentences. All are accompanied by a negative marker. So if you look over the sentence, then it has a line, this center line, and then it has an in, and it has another line, the rest of it. So a lot of times you'll just see one line, and then over it, like at the end, you'll see one of the letters. And this is, when it's written in capital letters like this, it's called a gloss. Because there is no way to write down ASL. If we write it down, it's in English. So the way that we do it is in ASL, then when we want to like write it out, so like in an ASL book that we'd be able to learn like what it says, then it would say everything will be in capital letters. And then if you look on like page 41, it says don't know on A, and then on B it says don't want. That's because that's one sign. It's not don't know. It's not don't know. It's don't know, which is one sign. So you'll see don't dash know, which would be the sign don't know, because it's one sign. Okay, so this is the gloss for it, and so whenever it has the line over it, then that will mean that it's a negative. So whatever the sentence is, it doesn't have to have a negative in it. It doesn't have to say not or can't or won't or something that in English we would use to say, oh, I mean, I cannot, I can't, I don't want to, whatever. It'll just have that over it, and we do that through the facial expressions, which you'll see. Or you can do it for like double emphasis too, if that works. Okay, so it says the negative marker, and that's the head shake and the eyebrows squeezed together. So the different forms of negative sentences are the use of not. So not either comes before the verb or at the end of the sentence. So it says, for the English sentence, it would be on number A. It would be, I don't remember the girl. So in ASL, it would be, I remember girl, not I. So you would say, I remember girl, not I. Okay, on B, then it would be, as well, I don't remember the girl. You could say, I not remember girl I. I not remember girl I. Okay, but the one thing that we did see is that with it having the line and the in over it, then the way that you sign these sentences is that you have to incorporate the head shake as well as the eyebrows squeezed together. So what we signed was just the basic sign version of it. I remember girl, not I. So that's fine, it's a good sentence. But if you're using the negative, then you would say, you would squeeze your eyebrows together, I not remember girl, I. And you can see from my eyebrows being squeezed together and my head shake. B, then it would be, I not remember girl, I, but the negative head shake and the eyebrows squeezed together. We're on page 40, if you want to turn there. So it would be, I not remember girl,
Remember
I.
was this part?
Remember. So it's like taking it from your head and like putting it right there. Okay, so in C, then it would be he need money, not he, for he doesn't need money. Okay, so remember, negative head shake and eyebrows more squished together. He need money, not he. He need money, not he. Okay, in D, he doesn't need money. Then the other way you could say it with the not moved to a different place. Then it would be he not need money, he. He not need money. Okay. Number 2 says use of negative incorporation. The negative of these verbs, know, want, and liked, are formed by incorporating an outward twisting motion. So we learned know, or you can do it here, know, depending if you have glasses or not, where you want to side. No or no. And don't know. I don't know. Or it can be like really like, I don't know. It can be with two hands. Okay, and then for want, then it's want and don't want. Don't want. So just think of a kid holding food. I don't want it. Throwing it down the floor. I don't want it. Don't want it. And then for like, I think we did this one before. So it'd be like. So it's like that with your fingers. So like and don't like. It's like taking it off and putting it away. So this is the sign for hate. So if you did it just this way, it would be hate. But if you did it this way, it's don't like. But it's still the same movement of flipping it up. So I hate when that happens. Or, on page 40 we have the examples. So for I don't know the woman, I don't know woman, I. So I don't know woman, I. Okay. And then for B, she doesn't want the money. So don't want money, she. Don't want money, she. Okay? So don't want money, she. And remember, you can do she to whoever. It could be a specific person or it could just be a general. Anywhere, yes. Either right or left side, whichever you like. Okay, and C, he don't like book, he. Okay, use of the negative marker with the line at the end may be used alone to negate a simple sentence. So this is what I was talking about when I said that you could leave out the negating word. So if you just sign this sentence, it'd be I read book I. I'm reading the book. So I read book I. So you know I'm reading the book. Now if I'm saying the opposite, I'm saying I'm not reading the book, I can do it with just my negative head shake and my squished in eyebrows. I squeeze together eyebrows, as they call it. Okay, so you would say, I'm not reading the book, I. Okay. And then on B, then it has, I don't understand the movie. So it would be, if it was in the positive, that I do understand the movie, you'd say, I understand the movie, I. Okay, but if it's the negative, it will be I. Okay. Page 42. Okay, so this one's the exercises. So let's go down to number 3. I see dog I. So it's saying to add.
I don't see the dog.
Yeah, to make it I don't see the dog. Okay? So it would be I see dog I, but with the negative head shake in the French eyebrows. Okay? So I see dog I. Oh yeah, okay. So number 4. If we're going to put it in the negative, it says, it smell good, it. So if we're going to do it negative, no, it. So if we're referring to like this, okay, just like, you can say like, in English we'd say, oh this smells bad, or it smells bad, you can just point. Just like how we talked about like he, she, it, can be just the pointing. Okay, so it smells good, it. Okay? So if we're adding the negative, then it would be number 9, it food hot, it. So if we're adding the negative,
Food's cold.
well, it would mean it was cold.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not hot. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with it. It's not hot.
How about if it's too hot?
It'd be like too much. Ooh, hot. Ooh, too hot. It's like no. Like, don't. Ooh, careful. Okay, so it would be it food hot it. So in the negative, it would be that the food is cold. So you could just say, oh, the food's cold. It's not hot. Or you could do, it's not hot. It's not hot. Okay, so it food hot it. Okay. in 4.2, we'll go down to number 6. I work I. So in the negative it would be I. I.
Like a word.
Okay, now in number 43, page 43, it's talking about yes, no questions. So questions that ask for a yes or a no answer are made simultaneously by raising the eyebrows, moving the head slightly forward, and looking directly at the person asking, or that is being asked the question, that you're asking the question of. So it has the line, and it has the Q over it, and that's going to be used to represent that as a yes-no question. So the first one is the statement, surprised me, you remember my name, you. So as I'm surprised you remembered my name. So, you remember my name, you. So this one's asking, do you remember my name? You remember my name, you? Okay, so if we're going to ask this, then we're going to be looking straight at the person that we're asking. We're not going to be like, oh, do you remember? Blah, blah, like, as I'm off over here, I'm looking at my hands, I'm looking straight at that person I'm asking. Okay, I also would ask with my eyebrows raised. Just like that. And then I would put my head slightly forward. Okay? So you remember my name, you. Okay? So raise your eyebrows and lean slightly forward. You remember my name, you? So try it again. You remember my name, you? Like you're intently focused on it. Okay, in 4.3, then he like worky, number 1. Okay, so the question is, does he like work? So, raise your eyebrows. So, okay, so it's going to be he like work, he. So that would mean he likes work.
God bless you.
Now, if we're saying it's in the negative, we would say he doesn't like, or what is it? Oh, I'm missing like. He
You're wasting
doesn't
your
like
time.
work.
He
Okay,
doesn't work.
but if we're doing it with a yes/no question, then it would be he like work, he. So we'll say, so raise your eyebrows. He like work, he. Okay. Number 4, grandma find money.
That'd be nice.
I know, really, huh?
Grandma, did you find my money?
Grandma. So grandma find money. Okay. 10. He hearing he. So we're asking a question. He hearing he. Okay. Now page 44. These are responses to yes/no questions. When responding to a yes/no question, a positive nod of the head accompanies the positive response, represented by a line with a Y over it. And the negative marker accompanies the negative response. The yes or no signs may be dropped from the response. The following examples are appropriate responses to yes/no questions. So if you're asking, does he remember my name? You'd say, he remember my name, he? So we're asking questions. We raise our eyebrows. He remember my name, he? Okay, and then the person responding back would say, yes, he does. Or in ASL it would be, yes, he remember he. So yes, he remember he.
I'm confused because didn't you say not remember was when you come down to your thumb?
This is just the sign remember. So if I signed, I remember your name. Or I can shake my head and be like,
Don't remember.
I don't remember. So it's the same sign, but I'm shaking my head no, and it negates the whole thing. So I don't remember your name. I. And now if I was asking a question, then I could say, do you remember his name? You remember his name? And I'm raising my eyebrows. So it's all about your facial expressions. So we've kind of been building up to that with like degree, like, oh, that's pretty big. Or like, oh, it was huge. you can see the difference. As with facial expressions are really important for your yes/no questions. Really? Is that what it is? Or or yeah. So that's the important part of it, is like, because you can add all the grammatical information to your face, and that's why you don't end up saying it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it can be all the same signs, like how I just showed that you could do the 3 different examples and mean 3 completely different things. It's all about the facial expressions. Okay, so this one's just, yeah. He remembers he. Okay, now if we were saying no, he not remember he. So then they're saying no, he not remember he. Okay. Let's do C on page 45. So she knows wow. Does she know how to sign? She no sign she. So it's a question. She no sign she. And then the answer is she knows she. So yes, because it's a positive, it's got the Y over it, so it's a positive.
You would just say C, yes, she.
She, well this one says she knows she. So she knows she. Because I'm shaking my head yes, so the yes is implied. That it is a positive.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
she knows sign she. But I didn't actually say yes, she knows sign she. Just, yeah. You know, that's included here. So she knows sign she. Okay, or you could say she don't know she. She don't know she. Okay. Okay, then it says there's an additional appropriate negative response to yes/no questions with the predicate adjective, such as no, I not I, or no I'm not. So you can go no, I'm not I. So no, I'm not I. So that's very clear. You have 3 things that are telling you that it's a negative. You have your head shaking no, you have the sign no, and you have the sign not. So it's very clear, absolutely no. Not that you're saying absolutely not, but just it's clear. You're saying it multiple times. So no, I'm not I. So you can do it that way as well. Okay. Okay, let's go down to, on the bottom of page 46, the box there says negative questions. Yes/no questions which contain negatives are made like other yes/no questions, except that the raised eyebrows are squeezed together and a negative head shake is used throughout the question. So it has the line with an NQ over it. It says that will be used to represent the negative question. Okay, so if we're saying, he's not happy. So we're saying he happy, not he. But we're doing it with just like a negative question. Okay, so those were the signs. He, happy, not he. But because we're asking a question, then we're going, I haven't seen this kind before, but I know I've used it. So the raised eyebrows still, same as a question. Oh, is he happy? So you'd raise your eyebrows, except that because it's a negative question, you'd
Raise and squeeze it pretty hard.
Just be he, happy, he.
You could say he happy. Well, no, because you're asking. He's not happy.
He, happy, he.
Yeah.
Well, you could say, is he like he happy? He. You're asking a question. But this one's saying he's not happy. Like it almost sounds like you're surprised. Like he's not
Why is he
happy. You aren't eating. You don't want a chair.
Can you add
So-
a question mark to it to be able to
Yeah,
specify?
That's one of them that you can specify with a question mark. Can anybody raise your eyebrows and squeeze them together? Okay, I'm thinking what you're gonna do. Like,
Just,
it's kind of like the incredulous, like, are you
What?
serious?
What?
Yeah, that's more the look that I think it's
What?
going for. Okay, so he not happy? Happy? Oh wow. he not happy? Let's try that one more time. 3 times the charm. He not happy? He? Okay, so that's asking the question. And so, okay, now let's try it one more time with the negative head shake that I forgot. Okay, he not happy? He? Wow. That's a lot of things to do at once. Okay, shake your head, raise your eyebrows and squeeze them. Sign 4 signs and shake your head no. Okay.
Are you okay?
Instead of one foot when you do it.
There's something in your eye?
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, can anybody else do that?
I mean, I'm almost thinking you like pull back, you know, like.
Yeah, kind of like, what? Are you
Question,
sure?
like, what?
Okay, let's try this one more time. So you're raising your eyebrows and scrunching them together, kind of looking like, what? And then he, not happy, he? Okay, there we go. Wow, that was really hard. I don't think I'm ever asking a negative question in my life. Just keep being like, why he not happy? I'm confused.
I think I'll bring a pad and pencil.
Why he not happy? Yeah. Okay, so. Yeah, I laughed really hard and my eyes all watered. I always hate when that happens.
Because
Okay.
it kind of looks like if he's pulling his head back, like,
Yeah, because he's like, huh?
like asking a question instead of
Did it
like
say that you had to put your
putting
head
him up and squeezing him. It's
Never-
more like he's like, what?
You
Yeah.
don't want a chair? What's the problem?
Yeah.
Stand there. Huh?
Okay, so it doesn't say that you have to have your head forward. So usually for yes, no, then you have your head forward, your eyebrows raised, and you're looking at the person. So for this one, you're kind of like, he doesn't necessarily look like he's like pulling back, but that's kind of like the,
A little, yeah.
really? Like just enough to like
Yeah.
make an impact.
Make it